So today, we're gonna talk about presentation. Why is that important? This is the reality. We are in a storytelling business, but we're really in the industry of sales and persuasion. You are ultimately selling yourself as a product. This face is our product. It's our brand. Do not forget that. You are very unique. So it's time to harness your uniqueness. We're gonna carve it out, make it a niche, and then we call it branding. So if we accept that we're actually in the sales and persuasion industry, that means our self-tape is a pitch, also known as a presentation. So we're actually presenting potential solution to their problem. Human beings make 100% decision on emotions, not logic. They justify with logic. If we understand that we're in the sales and persuasion industry, we have to persuade them with emotions. That is where we come in. Storyteller. Stories trigger emotions. It has tremendous influence. If you watch any campaign, any movie, any TV show, any commercial, any social media, there is an arc of storytelling. Storytelling goes way back to primal days of caveman data. It is hardwired, so we universally understand this as humans. I'm gonna walk you through 5 steps of storytelling in self-tape auditions. You're gonna learn how to hook an audience, build a compelling narrative, and you're gonna leave a lasting impression. Step 1, commit to the story and detach yourself from the outcome. We are storytellers first, okay? It's not about booking the job. Booking the job is part of the process. It's a byproduct of you telling your story. And when you focus on a story, you create something that resonates emotionally. Content always outweighs quality. If it has an engaging, strong story from beginning, middle, and end, it will far outperform any logical, technically perfect story because those have no emotional pull. And the biggest crime you can do is be boring as You are an entertainer, a storyteller. Remember that first. Step 2, follow the structure of a complete story. There's this great short book, highly recommended, called Aristotle's Poetics. Basically, a well-composed story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now we want to apply that same structure to our self-tapes. Step 3, nail the beginning. The beginning is your hook. When you have an opening scene, or in this case, a slate, anytime you meet someone new, the human brain is assessing the subject between 8 to 12 seconds, whether you are a threat or whether you are not. By nature, this triggers fight or flight. And there's a saying, first impressions are lasting impressions. If you come across unapproachable in the first 8 to 12 seconds, it triggers something in the human brain, fight or flight, or sometimes called freeze. We don't want that. So we are always disarming people, humans. Step 4, build a strong middle. In this context, it's your audition. This is where you fully engage the audience and you let them experience you, the product, or the character. Step 5, end on a high note. Endings are crucial because endings leave the most lasting impression. It's always the last thing the human brain remembers. Usually the last 3 seconds, the last 3 words. So specifically in this context, we're gonna aim for something positive, something humorous, something memorable. Humor is a great way to end things because it leaves an incredibly disarming and warm impression of you. Endings are also important because if your ending sucked, it does not matter if your beginning middle was great. If your ending sucked, it completely negates your first 2 acts. I want to be left with an emotional impression. How did this 60, 90-second tape make me feel? Because it's not about you getting the job or not. It's you telling a story and entertaining them and leaving a lasting impression. Because of that, you can walk away. Whether you get the job or not is beside the point. You can walk away because you told a story and you left and casted a spell on them. So now you know how to structure your presentation. So even the most best storytellers run into common problems. Here's the first one, distractions. We don't want to distract the viewer, okay? Distraction takes people out of an experience. It takes them out of a story, right? Some things are a distraction. Background noise, bad acting, unsettling elements that can immediately break focus. Human beings are wired to notice little things and movements. We're animals. Anything that's off-putting or even something small can take them out of a story and experience. We don't want that. So minimize distractions. All right, now for a recap. Storytelling is your most powerful tool. You're gonna follow 3 simple arcs of storytelling. Thank you, Mr. Aristotle. And remember, it does not matter if you have great lighting or great quality camera, whatever. It does not matter. If your content suck, it completely negates storytelling because this is hardwired in our reptilian brain. If you have good content is always king. Always king. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest challenge in creating self-tapes or audition? Love to help. Let me know.